Hey everybody, it's Josh. I'm in Falls Lake, North Carolina, and there's a pretty big fire brewing on the other side of the lake. So I don't know if you can see the smoke back there, but it's getting pretty bad. I want to talk to you all today about our corruption. Now, I know that most people do not agree that they are bad people. They do not agree that they are depraved people. But the truth is, if we were to make a movie of all the horrible things that you've ever thought, that's ever crossed your mind, or even that you've ever done behind closed doors when you knew no one was watching, you would get violent to stop that movie from coming out. It's nothing against you. We are all depraved. We are all sinful to the point where we cannot help ourselves. When stripped of the things of this world, when stripped of the things that matter, we see clearly for the first time. When you take away all of the desire, all of the pleasures, all of the meaning that we derive from earthly things, it is then we see the glory of God shining through. In our desperation, in our weakness, we cry out to God. But if you do not understand that corruption, if you do not comprehend why you need Jesus Christ, why you are so desperately broken and sick, as Jeremiah said in 17:9, the heart is deceitful and desperately sick. Who can trust it? It cannot be trusted. Without understanding our corruption, we do not understand what we are doing. Without understanding our corruption, it's like seeing a rebellion and trying to understand it, but not understanding what they are rebelling against. Not understanding a revolution because you do not understand why they are revolting. You know, why did the United States, then the colonies, revolt against Great Britain? Why did they hate the English and their tyranny? If you do not understand this, you will remain in the dark. This is why Jesus Christ tells us we must be born again. He says, unless a grain of wheat falls to the ground and dies, it remains alone. But if it falls and dies, it grows to bear much good fruit. This is something we never, ever will achieve on our own. We always want to think that we are the heroes of the story. But guess what? There are no heroes in the story. Jesus Christ is the only hero. He is the only one who can save you. And the people of this world, when you rely on them, then you drift deeper into the darkness. When you've been born again, then you lift these people up. You lift them up to the understanding that you came to only with the help of Jesus Christ. And actually, it's the Father. It's the Father who initiates every single relationship. The Father draws you in to the love of the Son. And the love that they share is the Holy Spirit. And the Holy Spirit, God Himself, dwells within us, opening our eyes, giving us an understanding that we never would have known before, figuring out the reason, the need for our rebellion, the peaceful, loving rebellion that we must go through in life if we ever want to have meaning and purpose. If we ever want to find the meaning of life, unless we just want to have these shallow, drifting existences, then we must find Jesus Christ. the scars, the wounds that Jesus Christ has, the wounds on his hands and his feet and his chest. Have you ever wondered why these wounds never heal? He is in a brand new body, but yet his wounds remain. You see it in the story of doubting Thomas, when Jesus appears to all the disciples except for Thomas. And Thomas comes in and they tell him about the resurrected Jesus. And he says, I do not believe. And I will not believe until I'm standing in front of him, touching the wounds on his hands and his chest. And then he appears right to Thomas. He appears to him, takes his hand, touches it against his, the wound's still there, takes his hand, touches it against his chest, the wound is still there. Jesus Christ's wounds, his wounds are there, never healing, so we can be healed by them. As a reminder, just like the thorn in Paul's flesh, Paul, who went through so much in his life, prayed to God 3 times, please, Lord, take this thorn out of my flesh. I can't take it anymore. And God told him no. He left it there to keep him from becoming conceited. He left it there as a reminder that God's power is made perfect in Paul's weakness. In all of our weakness, in all of our brokenness, God's power is made perfect. So please, I'm not ever going to judge anyone for not understanding the nature of God, for not understanding the gift that Jesus Christ gives us. What I'm saying is, if you are finally sick of the suffering in your life, instead of blaming God, why don't you go out and reach out to him? Instead of having an enmity, a hatred towards God, why don't you go out and ask him why? Why put this suffering in your life? Why put this upon you? Because he will show you. In a beautiful place in nature, in a quiet room, in any lonely place, when it is you and the Lord and you are there with no distractions, he will talk to you. He will tell you the reason why you must suffer. He will show you the reason for all of your pain. And it will all make sense to you. Like in the Old Testament, Jacob had to wrestle with God. We all must wrestle with God. We all must throw that tantrum like a little toddler until finally it's just worn out of us. The tantrum just takes all of our energy and we are laying there defeated and we surrender. That is, to me, I was thinking about it the other day. You know, The Art of War by Sun Tzu, an old Chinese book. That is the Christian art of war. The Christian art of war is that you cannot win until you surrender. And it goes against everything we want in this world. Because our pride won't allow us to take this massive loss, this embarrassing, humbling loss. But when stripped of everything that matters, surrender is the most logical option. Surrender makes all the sense in the world. And through surrender, through our weakness, we are made strong. All right, everybody. I'm going to get out of here. The smoke's starting to roll over. Let's see if I don't know if you can get it down there. I'm going to put maybe at the end of this here, I took a little video. I'm going to put some footage of the smoke over there in the fire. So at the very end here. stay tuned. I love you guys so much. God bless. Hey everybody, it's Josh, showing you a little bit of the fire over here by Wake Forest, Falls Lake.